How y'all doing with Pop Monsters, Hedgehogs, and Christian Components of the PowerPoint Gamer? First of all, I'm really sorry for such a low quality camera. I'm using my iPad right now because my phone is charging over there on my bed, and it's 12:58 in the morning. But I needed to make this video. I'm going to be uploading it on Tuesday because, that's just how my recording schedule is. I'm going to be uploading it on Tuesday this week, because there is something we really need to talk about, and that is Sony. You might have seen it in the title, the Sony Rant. You see it in the thumbnail, you see it in the title, the Sony Rant. This is a rant about Sony. PlayStation. It's pretty much the only thing keeping Sony alive at this point. Nobody buys Blu-ray players anymore. Nobody buys their speakers or TVs. Samsung, I think, has led the TV race for 11 years in a row, it said, or something, at CES. So, Sony, the only reason the company is still alive is because of how well the PlayStation 4 did. I have contributed $200 to Sony. It's their smartwatch 3. I've contributed $200 over these past 3 years. I got this in 6th grade, I think. So I've contributed money, but Sony's main reason why they're still alive, it's not their phones, it's not their TVs, it's not their appliances, it's not their Blu-ray. It's because of PlayStation. So, let's talk about it. E3 recently ended. I wouldn't say recently. It's been It's been 10 days since E3 ended. Oh boy, there was some stuff coming out of E3. For one, Nintendo Switch is getting Rocket League. Rocket League is coming to Nintendo Switch. I think they said this holiday season. They didn't give a release date yet. If they give one in fall, if they have a direct in fall, then I can understand, okay, maybe they might give a release date then, but if they don't, it's probably going to get pushed back to 2018. But, and Minecraft on Switch is already out. That's not my issue. My issue comes from two things that came about. I'll actually throw a screenshot up right now of what I'm talking about. Rocket League got remote play. I think this is what they called it, or not remote play, cross-platform play. If it's in the trailer, I'll throw it up. I'll throw it up right now. I mean, it's cross-platform play for Rocket League. I'll throw up the image. For Rocket League, and Microsoft announced, in fact, I'll throw up a picture right now of that as well. Microsoft announced that Minecraft is getting cross-platform play as well. So PC owners can play with Xbox owners, can play with mobile owners, can play with Switch owners. And same with Rocket League. Now, Rocket League's not on mobile, so PC owners can play with Xbox One owners, can play with Nintendo Switch owners. Guess what name is missing out of both of those lists? You heard it right. PlayStation is not down for cross-platform play. I'm sorry, it's 1 in the morning and I don't want to do multiple takes. Yeah, 1 in the morning. Sony is not down for cross-platform play. It's not here's the thing. I'm not losing sleep over the fact that they don't want to do cross-platform play, okay? That's their thing. I don't own a PS4. I know a lot of people that do, but I don't own a PS4. And I don't ever plan on owning any PlayStation console. Personally, I'm just not a fan of PlayStation. I've used their consoles before. I didn't like it. It was weird. The controller just didn't feel natural to me. Whatever. To each their own. Now, I've been a part of the problem, but recently I've come to notice that I really hate fanboyism, and I know I've been part of the problem before. That I've been a fanboy before, and to whoever I have, I sincerely apologize. To me, at the time, it just felt like I was, validating my opinion with fact. Like, for example, the PS4 has GDDR5 RAM, the Xbox One only has DDR3. However, the Xbox One has an ESRAM buffer that bridges the gap between the two speeds. Stuff like that. Or that Samsung has OLED panels and they're more and they're not bigger, but they're OLED panels and they're more sharp. There's more pixels on there, and that's better than the iPhone's LCD panel with less pixels, because A, it's a sharper, crisper display, and B, it's more battery efficient. And, OLED is just OLED. I mean, it looks beautiful. So I was validating, to me at the time, it felt like I was validating opinion with fact. And I'm sorry if you took it as fanboyism. But I've recently come to notice that fanboyism sucks. In fact, I'll bet that a ton of Sony fanboys in this video will probably go like, oh, you're wrong, you're an Xbox and Nintendo fanboy or whatever. And you're right, I like Xbox and Nintendo more than Sony, deal with it. But you can't deny, I know people who own the PS4 and are mad about this, that Sony is not going cross-platform. Now, okay, if they just wanted to not go cross-platform because they just don't want to go cross-platform, that would be fine. But their reasoning behind it is so mind-bogglingly stupid. Their reason behind doing so is just so it's just so mind-bendingly dumb that it's laughable. Like, it's actually laughable. They said, I'm paraphrasing, obviously, they said that they don't want to go cross-platform. I'm shortening it and paraphrasing. They don't want to go cross-platform because, especially with a game like Minecraft, because primarily the audience is of a younger age. And they're looking out for the safety of the younger age, make sure they're not exposed to foul language or, sexual or drug or alcohol references and stuff like that. And first of all, none of that is in Minecraft. And I will agree that the Xbox Live community can be a little more coarse than the PlayStation community. I will agree that the Xbox community can be kind of coarse with its language and its, overall just like vibe. It can be kind of coarse. It can be pretty rough. But you realize that most of the time it's 8-year-olds saying all of it. So there's like 8-year-olds playing GTA 5 and they're, swearing like sailors and stuff. So there's that, A. B, that's basically taking shots at Microsoft and Nintendo, saying that they aren't safe. And I have multiple things wrong with that. A, that is just, like, mean, dude. Like, you don't do that. That's just you just don't do that. That's, that's a jerk move. I would say it out loud, but, I don't swear on this channel. So, that's like a really bad, like, that you don't verbally, talk down about your competitor. You can have friendly rivalry competition like in Pokemon, but if it gets to the point where, there are shots being fired, then there's something wrong. Like, there is something wrong. So, just don't do that. You just don't do that. That's not right. And yeah, Microsoft's community, like I said, can be a bit of a pain at times. But Nintendo, oh man, Nintendo, they have been known for the past, like, years for almost over-safifying, I don't know. They've been known for being, like, too safe with their games. You know, a lot of stuff is censored in Nintendo games, and it's all, you know, just all kid-friendly and stuff. So to blame Nintendo, a company that has been known for the last, like, more than 30 years for being, like, a super child-friendly, kid-friendly, safe environment company is really saying something. The fact that you think that they're not being safe. And my last issue with Sony saying this is actually that they're not going for cross-platform play. I'm going to be paraphrasing Review Tech USA here. He's a great channel, like, just for gaming stuff. He's a great channel. He swears and stuff, but, you know, if you're down with that, you can go watch him. But he, to paraphrase him, you know, gamers are the ones who win with things like E3 and stuff. People make videos and stuff about, like, oh, who won E3? Who had the best E3 presentation? Who won E3? None of the companies win E3. We win E3. Us as gamers win E3. No matter if you're a Sony fan, Xbox fan, Nintendo fan, maybe you just play PC and you're, you know, checking out all the new games from Ubisoft and Bethesda and EA, and if you're, like, on the PC, or if you're on PC and you're just checking out all those, like Ubisoft, that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We as gamers win E3, none of the companies. So, Sony being against cross-platform play is basically preventing gamers from winning. That's the easiest way I can explain that, is it prevents gamers from winning. I have a lot of friends, believe it or not, I have friends. No, but I have a lot of friends who own Xboxes, you know, Brick General. But I also have a lot of friends, I won't name names because they're not on, you know, YouTube. But I have a lot of friends who also own PS4s. And it would be cool if, you know, we could all play together. Like, there has been talk of, you know, we've all been talking, you know, a couple of my friends have Xbox Ones, a couple of my friends have PS4s, but we're still, you know, get along, and we're like, oh, you know, sometimes we just joke around about which one's better. And then sometimes we're like, actually, I've actually had this conversation with people before, and it's like, oh, you know what would be awesome if Xbox and PS4 players could all play together on one, like, on one server. Like, it could be friend 1 who owns a PS4 here, friend 2 who owns a PS4 here, friend 4, 5, and 6 who live in the same neighborhood, they're like neighbors, who all own Xbox Ones, and then friend 5 who lives in, like, freaking Germany over there, and he owns a PS4, and we could all just play together, enjoy a game together, because that is what the gaming community is, guys. It is a community of people. Fanboyism, whatever, that aside, if cross-platform play becomes the big thing, then we win. We win at everything. PS4, like, there's, you know, 3 people here, PS4, 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 then there's 3 people over there, Xbox, 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 there's a person in Europe, there's a person in the UK over there with a Nintendo Switch, there's a person down in Chile with a Nintendo Switch, there's a guy out in South Dakota with an Xbox One, there's a guy in France playing on a Switch, there's a guy out in California with a PS4, there's a guy in, like, Russia with a Switch. You get my point. There's all these people on different systems. There's a guy out in India playing on PC. All these systems, roughly all of them, get pretty much every game that comes out these days, every AAA title, pretty much all of them come to all 4 of these consoles. Well, not consoles, but these 4 platforms. If they could all play together, that would solve everything. Every issue of fanboyism and all of that would be solved. I don't know about fanboyism, if it would be solved, but I have a feeling that fanboyism would be at least deterred if cross-platform play were a thing. Because when you introduce something like cross-platform play, it doesn't matter if it's a Switch, it doesn't matter if it's an Xbox, it doesn't matter if it's a PC. Okay, maybe you're getting some 4K high-res graphics on the PC. Great. Maybe you're getting a little less on the Xbox One and a little less on the Switch. Fine. But you're all playing the same game, and it's all roughly, at least, the same experience. That reduces, at least, the gap between consoles. And Sony shutting itself out like that is like, just, we don't win anymore. I'm not even going to do like my regular outro. I'm just going to end it here. We don't win anymore. Think about that, Sony. Your customers, they don't win.